Okay, good
Okay.
afternoon. This is the first class, and it's going to focus on theory.
Okay.
Can everybody see the screen?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Normally the first class I normally have a prayer. Um, so I'm going to say a prayer. Thank you, Lord, for letting us come together to learn more about QuickBooks accounting. In the name of the Father, Son, and Ghost. Amen. All right. Now I have everybody did any type of computer in reference to QuickBooks accounting before?
No, I
Okay.
haven't.
Right. What about bookkeeping?
I haven't either. I've done two accounting courses, college, like basic accounting and intermediary. Those two courses I did.
Okay. All right. The second page is the exam.
Okay.
It's the exam questions.
Okay.
But don't hurt your head at this moment because it's the first class.
Okay.
After the next class, I'm going to email you the exam and plus the answers to the exam for you to study.
Okay.
Okay.
Although I'm emailing you the answer to the exam is not open book. It's closed book.
Okay.
And there's some
Okay.
studying you need to do, and I'm going to address that later on, you see?
Okay.
But QuickBooks, everybody get a notepad?
Yes.
Now, QuickBooks, in the old, actually in the old days, there were about 7 accounting records in the accounting department. And QuickBooks replaces them now. Because if you look at a modern company, you wouldn't see no more manuals on people's desks. You see just the QuickBooks software. And the QuickBooks software focuses on all of these 7 books, ledgers, and journals. And they are what they call internally inside QuickBooks accounting. Now, QuickBooks accounting is a manual, is a big, huge manual. I had to replace that in 2007 because it was too difficult for people to understand. So what I did, I replaced it with a summarized version of the most important things that you need to know about QuickBooks. Now, the first session is to look at the foundation of accounting. That's why I let you all did those financial statements and everything. Because the financial statements is the output. At the end of the day, what business owners and professional organizations need to know how much money they're making, what are the assets, liabilities, the income statement, the profit and loss, and the cash flow statements, is it? So today, I'm going to look at set the foundation of the theoretical platform, so that when in the next 2 classes, when we start looking at how to enter the 8 transactions of QuickBooks, it'll make it very easy. This course is I also will log you on into a learning management system where you could actually at the end of the day you can search for everything you want. The videos and the what I call text and documents and everything, because the course is videos and me making presentations and some documents and everything.
Okay.
So the first thing we look at the end of the day is these 7 accounting records, because in the past, when I was a junior accountant, by the way, I've been training QuickBooks for the past 22 years now. One of the first in the country. I've been all over the Farming Islands, all over Nassau, all over the place.
Wow.
Yeah, I trained thousands of people. Now, QuickBooks accounting costs a lot of my associates, the CPAs, to get out of business because people don't hire mostly accountants anymore. They hire QuickBooks data entry clerks. That when I teach you, you could go in any business or own a business and immediately begin working, because you'll be working on a software But normally what I do, QuickBooks will teach you accounting. I teach you accounting. So I eliminate that the introduction version of exactly what accounting is. And that's what I'm going to do today too, you see. Now, the first thing is the sales journal. And a sales journal basically look at the cash and charge sales. Now, charge and credit, make a note of this, is used interchangeably in QuickBooks accounting. So how I teach it. In this case, charge and credit sales basically means that a person come into your business and either they charge in a product or a service, and they pay normally in 30 days. Everybody understand that?
Okay. Yes.
Yes.
The next thing is your purchase journal. And basically, the purchase journal focusing on purchases, charge and credit again. You're making note of this. Purchases, the topic is purchases. Purchases are inventory, raw material that you buy to sell over to create a profit. So purchases are monies you spend to buy inventory and raw material to turn over, right, to make a sale and actually make a profit at the end of the day. And write this down. Inventory and raw material in QuickBooks are called items, I-T-E-M-S. So in QuickBooks, when you see items, you're looking at raw material, products, and inventory. All right, everybody?
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
Now, expenses and purchases normally get mixed up with people, but they're making note you do not sell expenses.
Okay.
And expenses are monies you spend to support and facilitate the buying and selling of goods and services.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I also recording this session so you could actually play it back and, you know, if you missed something, you see?
Okay. Makes sense.
Okay.
Now, yeah. So I'm making note there are about 20 expenses that every company must do and take care of. And these 20 are found on page, I think it's about 23. Yeah, this is on page 24. You're gonna take it. I have the screen up right here, and you see these all the expenses right here: administration, staff, marketing, rent. All this right here on the screen.
Okay.
And we're gonna talk about them later on, right? So, but they are very important to the business. And you cannot operate a business unless you have some expenses you're dealing with it. From administration salary straight down to miscellaneous.
Okay.
And we're going to look at them more later on. And of course, make a note that charge or credit expenses.
We still on the purchase journal?
No, we finished. We're on expenses now. Yeah, we're on expenses. We're on expenses now. We're on point 3. And don't forget, like I said, expenses are monies, right, that you pay out to support and facilitate the buying and selling of goods and services.
The buying of services.
Yeah, they support, yeah.
And selling.
The 20 expenses that gives you an idea of.
Yes.
Yeah. The next, the next, and of course.
All right, I thought you were still comparing expenses and purchases. I got it.
Okay. The next topic is charge expenses, which we still in expenses, but it's charge. And charge expenses are expenses that you incur, INCUR, or use up and pay at a later date. Example, electricity, telephone bill, cable, internet, or if you have a charge account, a John bill for supplies. Also make a note that rent is not a charge expense.
Okay.
Because you normally pay it at the beginning of the month. That's an exam question, by the way.
Okay.
The next area is your petty cash and bank book. Now, the topic is petty cash.
So you said the examples of, can you say the
examples of a charge expenses?
Again?
Yeah, charge expenses is like light bill.
You said, okay.
Like light bill, water and sewage bill. Yeah, normally you normally get them in the statement through the mail or email to you.
Okay. Unlike rent where, it's a fixed date where you have to pay it.
In advance, yeah, before you could do anything.
Okay.
And normally, like I said, normally the charge expenses is normally together through the statement, through email. They stopped doing the mailing now because of COVID-19 and other stuff. But it's together through the email, and then when you see it on your email, you pay it from there, you see?
Yes.
The next area, like I said, is petty cash or bank book, whatever when you use it. The topic is petty cash. Make a note that petty cash is used when the business does not want to write a check for a small amount. Example, toilet tissues, gasoline expenses, some little small maintenance, small office supplies, things that is less than $100, you see?
Okay.
So what the company does is open a petty cash account, and we're going to explain that later on. And of course, the petty cash is the system is divided up in two categories, and that is depletion, which means reducing the petty cash.
Can you say that again?
Yeah, the petty cash system.
What is it?
The topic is petty cash. The topic is petty cash.
Mm-hmm.
And petty cash is system.
Yeah.
Is divided up in two categories. One is depletion, that means reducing cash.
Okay, depletion.
And the other one is replenishing cash. Replenishing cash. That means putting the money in the petty cash system. And the replenishing is also called top up.
Okay.
That's where they get minutes top up from. Wait, the petty cash system. And when we're doing the recording and the transaction petty cash, I'm going to explain more about that.
Okay.
And of course, the bank book is when you deposit money in your bank book or you withdraw the money from the bank. That's what the bank book is. You deposit, withdraw. The next area is your accounts receivable. And accounts receivable ledger.
Okay.
Focus on only charge on
only charge sales.
Yeah.
Only charge. Okay.
Only charge sales.
Okay.
Not cash sales. Charge sales. And of course, when customer make a payment on that account. So that means a customer come in, get your product or service, then accounts receivable entries. And then hopefully in the next 30 days, they make a payment account to eliminate the amount of money they owe you. And write this down. I want you to do homework on a separate piece of paper.
Okay.
I just want you to write, to Google all of these journals and petty cash and bank expense journal, all that, and write 3 sentences on each one of these journal, books, and ledgers. For example, the Google Sales Journal, and then you just type out 3 sentences what a sales journal is. And this is and of course, this is not to be written out on computers. I want you to handwrite this out. And I want you to see it.
Okay.
Okay. Only when I tell you to email it, some things I want you to handwrite it out so you can understand it better, you see?
Right. The last one I did write out too.
Yes.
Yeah.
The next, point 6, the accounts payable ledger on point 6. Make a note, the accounts payable ledger only focus on charge expenses and charge purchases. That's it. Nothing else.
Okay. Okay.
And when a customer come, or when you not the customer, when you come in and you pay for those charge expenses like the light bill, the water bill, the cable bill, and when you pay, the vendor for getting those charge purchases that you have a 30-day credit. So the accounts payable only focus on charge expense, charge purchases. And when the business pay for those charge expenses and charge purchases. So that means accounts payable deals with you, the business, paying off stuff. And the accounts receivable ledger focus on the customer paying off you. So accounts receivable and accounts payable ledger are in reverse.
Okay, and you said something about 30 days?
You're right, yeah. Normally the vendor give you 30-day credit. And normally BC and BPL and all of those organizations just give you 30-day credit. That means that you pay, when you get a bill, you pay within 30 days.
Okay.
Yeah. And finally, on the $7 accounting records is the general ledger. And in the general ledger, summarize the totals of all books, ledgers, all of so that means in the old days, the CPA used to collect everybody information, and he used to put it in a general ledger, and then he used to produce the accounting record, like the financial statement, the balance sheet, and cash flow. But now QuickBooks does all of that simultaneously.
All of it.
So you don't do anything, and I made it even easier over the years by dealing with the eight transactions of QuickBooks.
Okay.
Now the next topic is your source record. Source record.
Okay.
And please make a note of this, that you should never enter anything in QuickBooks without a source record. Never. And source records are here, as you see on the screen, are invoices, credit, debit notes, checks, and at least you have a backup, original records. I watch a lot of people got in trouble. They took people's mouth and they just entered information in QuickBooks and found out that the person was doing something evil, and they got fired. And then when the manager asks why you do it and you're on the source record, you will end up getting fired also. So when we start entering information in QuickBooks, I will be giving you all electronic receipts to enter information in QuickBooks.
Okay.
I'll email that to you in conversations. Now, for homework, I want you to write out topic 3. I just want you to do exactly what I tell you to do, and draw out these 8 main transactions in QuickBooks accounting. Entering cash sales straight down to entering payable payment account transaction. All I want you to do is this handwritten now. Okay? Let's do that. Okay?
What you want us to write in detail about them?
No. I just want you to write exactly what here. You don't got to write no detail.
Okay.
Yeah, just exactly. I want it handwritten, and I wanted to screenshot it to me through WhatsApp.
Okay.
The first one I told you for homework, I also want you to handwrite it and then screenshot it to me. And I want all the homework screenshot to me one time. I don't want piece. Okay?
Okay.
The next homework I want you to do is I want you on topic 4 to redraw this table exactly how it is. this is how the A transaction affects 7 books, ledgers, and journals. So I always want you to write about exactly how it is. It increases and decreases. Don't make no changes. Because at the end of the day, when you key in those 8 transactions, what I'm going to teach you next 2 weeks, this automatically updates the 7 books and ledgers. You don't have nobody inside the office doing it. It's when you order, when you put it in, automatically update it. So that means you gotta correctly enter this information because garbage in, garbage out.
All right.
It's so important.
Okay.
Your next homework will be
Okay.
on page 11.
Page 11?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's topic 11.
Mm.
And this is and what I did over the years, I redraw what QuickBooks is all about, this whole system. And what this means is that the first thing that you must do is to collect your source records. That's invoices. And that's stage 1. And then you need to correctly sort them out in these 8 transactions to key them in. Garbage in, garbage out. So I will show you from page 12 onwards how to correctly enter invoices in the QuickBooks. And after you correctly enter invoices in QuickBooks, QuickBooks does all the work. Everything else. QuickBooks update on stage 2. All the 7 book ledgers and journals, and it updates the trial balance. And then at the end of the day, stage 3, QuickBooks deals with all the activity reports, all your sales report. So all these 10 reports you're getting, QuickBooks does it immediately in 1 second. That's why CPAs don't like it. The transaction, QuickBooks automatically updates everything. And of course, finally, QuickBooks updates the financial statements. Right there.
Yeah, the income statement.
Yeah. So I want you to redraw them exactly how it is, eh?
Okay.
So just redraw the whole model for you exactly how it is. And I want to do it, and then you just what's up to me. Exactly how it is, eh? Everybody understand that?
Yes.
And your final homework is on page 23.
Page 23. That's topic 18.
Exactly. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So this how QuickBooks update everything. It reference the income statement, the balance sheet, the cash flow statement. Right here. So topic 18, I want you to do the same thing also. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So that's your homework. That's the first class. It's over. The next class is going to be next week. We decided maybe a Tuesday. Eh? It's okay with you? Tuesday night.
Night is night before night.
Yeah, night then. Okay, it'll be Tuesday night.
Night would be good.
Right. So
Yeah, work during.
right. So let's say 8 o'clock Tuesday night.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, we'll have a session.
That works.
All right. So do your homework and everything.
Okay.
Do your homework and then we'll move from there.
The homework needs to
Just what's
be
up?
in by,
Huh?
the
Yeah.
homework needs to be in by then. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So by Tuesday you
Okay.
should finish your homework and then what's up to me all one time now. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So take care of yourself
All right, no problem.
and then we'll move.
All right. Thank you. Okay.
Our next class we'll be focusing on the financial statements in the exam.
Okay.
Okay. So take care of yourself.
How do we get the recording that you recorded automatically
I'm going to
saved
email it
to?
to you.
Okay. All right.
All right. So take care of yourself and have a nice weekend.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you. You too. Thanks.
All right.